Hello. In this reflection is at the end of every week I go through my signal scan, and that happens every Friday. It goes for 45 minutes where I sit with myself, if I'm doing this solo, to kind of look at the whole system of the things that I've set up myself to do and to reflect on it. And this is obviously documentation of that. So I tend to stand with business ideas and MVPs. This week I didn't ship anything to market. No, I worked a bit on ideas, but I didn't get a chance to test things in market. I didn't get a lot of response or comments or things around some of the content that I'm doing, which makes it difficult to have a conversation around some of the things that I want to try to do. Some of them are for founders, people restarting, and when you don't get the traction and the engagement, makes it a little bit difficult, because then you go, So then what I need to focus on next week is probably I need to work harder and faster and try to ship an MVP or even a proof of concept on one of the ideas, and then put some money behind it and see if I can test properly in market. I need to select one idea, and something that I keep landing in is there a space to build a system to support solopreneurs or people starting up or redefining themselves, and thinking, is there anything there that it's worth exploring? I'm not too sure. In the space of content and audience, which is kind of one of the things that I wanted to try to explore through content generation and documenting the journey, I've been quite good at the kind of cadence of content. It's going, it's happening, but not so great at getting any traction. So as mentioned before, that feels like goes into a bit of deaf ears. And if I try to think, I'm not doing this to create a huge audience, I'm not going to be a content creator, but I would love to have at least some conversations around this topic. So maybe I need to do less documentation. I'm going to more events and join other groups and see if I can have traction in there, because content's not doing it for me. In terms of a small win this week, I think it's all coming to keeping the cadence on and progressing on ideas and developing that content. Something great, which is more related to the other company that we have, the Q3 finished at a profit, which is great. That's awesome news. The team did a great job, so that's fantastic. I got invited to teach user experience, UX, at the University Technology of Sydney, which I've done before and I love it. But in order to stay true to this journey, I may need to stay focused on it. And these are the things that it's difficult to say no, because it's something that I really like and I really enjoy doing. But again, I think that going to that will detract my energy, my focus, the amount of work that you need to go through. It can be quite high. So, something that I like to look at as well is getting clarity on this. When I reflect on the week, I really need to sit down and just work more on the idea. Forget about documenting the whole journey or every step. Try to maybe just do a few things, maybe 1 or 2 videos at beginning and end of week, and that's it, to avoid this kind of pattern. Because then you start to feel like, now I'm starting to feel the pressure that I need to put something, that I need to make sure there's something that is working in market or that I'm testing and I'm getting some conversations. Because if I don't have that, then it's just not going to work. And I think that's it. I think for next week, I do believe I need to work harder on an MVP or put something. I'm going to start to deal with those stories of pressure that you start to have in your own head. And it's part of the whole idea of not getting any signals or any traction. Then we need to think of a different plan that can help me get there. I would do that. Get that insight, because, need to find that pulse. And hopefully I get to have some conversations out there. But yeah, we'll see. That's the reflection. Okay, thank you for listening. Bye.